Hello there, guys. Welcome back to the Stamford Voice for Brentford versus Chelsea match preview. So, Enzo Maresca today broke huge team news with Cole Palmer being a doubt for tomorrow, Liam Delap being out for months, and Chelsea confirm a new striker signing in Emanuel Emegha. So, what does all this mean in the context of tomorrow's game against Brentford? Now, guys, we are building a beautiful community of Chelsea fans in this YouTube channel. So, click the subscribe button in this channel and be part of it. Now, let's talk about the issues that Enzo Maresca managed to mention in his press conference against Brentford. Now, number one, the injuries. We have a huge list of injuries. Obviously, Cole Palmer, Enzo Maresca said that Cole Palmer had only had one training. Yes, Cole Palmer has recovered, but he has just had only one training. And Enzo Maresca said he is looking forward to the training on Friday afternoon to see whether Cole Palmer is up to speed. Now, in my opinion, when Enzo Maresca is not sure about a player, it's usually obvious that player is not going to start. So basically, for me, I expect Cole Palmer to be on the bench tomorrow. So that leaves a lot of questions on what Enzo Maresca is going to do in that number 10 position. But now we'll talk about that when it comes to my predicted lineup. Now, let's talk about Liam Delap. Now, Liam Delap got injured and we knew that he would be out for 2-3 months. And Enzo Maresca has now confirmed that Liam Delap is going to be out for 10 to 12 weeks. That means around 3 months. So the closest time that we are going to see Liam Delap playing for Chelsea again in that number 9 position is most likely to be in December. And that's a long time, by the way. However, Chelsea are exciting when it comes to signing. Tell me why the transfer window is closed, but Chelsea just signed a striker. Well, I know most of you have heard of Emanuel Emegha because he plays for our sister club, Racing Strasbourg. But Emanuel Emegha is a very, very, very good striker. And I'll tell you why. If you were asked to rate Nicholas Jackson as a striker for Chelsea in terms of numbers, you would say Nicholas Jackson was a decent striker, right? Now, Emmanuel Emegha has similar numbers in Strasbourg as Jackson because Emmanuel Emegha has played around 64 games for Racing Strasbourg, where he has contributed to around 30 to 35 goal contributions, and most of those contributions are in terms of goals. This season alone, I think he has already scored, I think, 2 or 3 goals, one in the Conference League and another one in the league. I don't know if there is a third. So basically, Chelsea have got a pre-agreement with Racing Strasbourg and with the player so that the player joins the club next summer. Now, of course, we have other injuries. Levi Colwill is out for long, long, long. I doubt we will see Levi Colwill this season. He did not talk about Romeo Lavia, but I expect Romeo Lavia to come back, but slowly, slowly, slowly. So I don't expect him to play this match. Wesley Fofana is fit, so it is possible that Wesley Fofana could start this match, but I don't think it's gonna happen because I think Romeo Lavia is not Romeo Lavia. Wesley Fofana is going to be treated the same way we have seen Maresca treating Reece James. Now, let's talk about Brentford because the last 5 games we have played against Brentford, we have managed to win only one. Just one game out of the last 5 games that we have played against Brentford. Yeah, I know. Of course, most of these games have come at the back of Chelsea struggling. You know, the 2-3 seasons that we had where we were, I don't know, 12th, 6th, 8th. It was a difficult time, but it means that Brentford love playing Chelsea and they always get a result. Now, When you look at the Premier League table, Brentford are seated in 15th. On the other hand, Chelsea are seated in second. Now, these are just three games, so let's be honest with each other. These three games results don't give quite the perfect picture of where a club or a team is in terms of results. So Brentford could be seated 15th, but they are still a good team. And the reason why I will tell you they are a good team is because they beat Aston Villa. Now Aston Villa are way down in the Premier League table. I think they are 19th, 18 or something. But we know very well that Aston Villa are a very good team. So if you are able to beat Aston Villa, it means that you yourself are a good team. Now, when you look at the teams that managed to beat Brentford, we have Sunderland. And by the way, we should not sleep on Sunderland. Sunderland have made, I think, a minimum of 8 signings, and these are good signings. So, Sunderland is a good team. You should not look at Sunderland as a championship team that has just come into the Premier League. I think Sunderland is a good opposition. So Sunderland beat Brentford, and Nottingham Forest beat Brentford. Again, that is the Nottingham Forest that we are fighting for top four with. And that was before they actually sacked Nuno Espirito. So basically, they did not lose to small teams of mags. They lost to good teams and they won against a good team in Aston Villa. So we expect a very compact game against Brentford. So let's look at my predicted lineup for Chelsea versus Brentford. And this lineup, I have made this lineup uh, considering all the injuries and all the travels, because we are coming off an international break. So let's look at my predicted lineup. Okay, so here is my predicted lineup. In goal, I started with Robert Sanchez. Obviously, currently we know no questions in the goalkeeper position. We have Robert Sanchez, and we hope that he has no errors this season, not just this game. We hope he has no errors this season. Now, left back. Marco Corella had a very good international break with Spain. They played very good games. They won all their games, and Marco Corella got himself a goal. So Marco Corella starts in the left back position. In the left centre back position, remember this is the ball playing centre back position for Enzo Maresca. So that is why I have put Tosin in that position, because Enzo Maresca likes a centre back in the left centre back to be the ball playing centre back. And we know currently without Levi Colwell, Tosin Adarabioyo is the best ball playing centre back that we have. So in the left centre back position, I have put Tosin there. And the right centre back position is Jehovah's Son himself, Trevor Chalobah. Yes. So there's a question mark why I have put Malo Gusto in right back position instead of Reece James. I have two reasons. Two reasons. The first reason is, if we are playing with Tosin as the ball playing centre back, that means when we are in possession, Tosin is going to be in the middle of that back three, and Cucurella is on the left, and Trevor Chalobah is on the right. So we know very well Maresca does not want Reece James bumping up and down the field. So if I put Reece James in this formation in the right back position, that means he's going to be running up and down. So that is first reason why I have put Malo Gusto. The second reason is Reece James went away with the England team, where he played the 2 games that they managed to play, and he played a substantial amount of those games, especially providing an assist for Declan Rice. And by the way, Declan Rice, you should thank our captain for that. So those are the 2 reasons why I have not started Reece James in the right back position. But I think he will come on later, so that of course he is ready for the Champions League match in midweek, which I think he is definitely going to play. Now, let's move into midfield. Now, the only problem we have in midfield is that, number one, Dario Esugo, the cover for Moises Caicedo, is currently injured. He actually undertook a surgery, so he's not available. He will not be available for a while. So we do not have that particular cover for Moises Caicedo. Number two, Enzo Maresca mentioned that Moises Caicedo just arrived in the country the previous night. So that means he's not quite fresh enough yes, he can start this particular match, but especially now we have a Champions League game in the midweek. I expect Moises Caicedo to be rested and Andre Santos to start in that CDM role. Maresca has said over and over again that Andre Santos is able to play in both the position of Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. So I think in this particular game we are going to see Andre Santos playing in the Moises Caicedo position, and then next to him Enzo Fernandez. I think Enzo Fernandez is a very strong player, rarely gets injured. So I think Enzo Fernandez is going to start this particular match, even if he went away with the Argentina team. Now, let us look at our attack. Now, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, Cole Palmer is a doubt for tomorrow. And I think even if he trains on Friday afternoon, he's much likely to be benched, just not to take a risk on him, especially when we are beginning our Champions League season next week. So, who is going to play in this number 10 position? We have quite a number of options. Now, we have Estevao Willian, who can play there. We have Facundo Bonanote, who can play there. We also have Joao Pedro, who can play there. But now, Joao Pedro is going to play in the striker position because now we don't have any other striker. So, Joao Pedro is going to play in the striker position. So, we don't have him as an option for number 10. So now we are left with Estevao Willian and Facundo Bonanote. I think Facundo is not ready for this kind of huge Premier League game. So I think Estevao Willian starts in the number 10 position. Then Pedro Neto, of course, takes his rightful right wing position. And the left wing, I feel like the left wing is quite weak because Gittens did not have the brightest start to life when he was given a start against Crystal Palace. Enzo Maresca mentioned that Alejandro Garnacho came to Chelsea when he was not quite fit yet, so he's just being put to pieces. So I don't think Alejandro Garnacho is going to start, even if I would have loved to see Garnacho start ahead of Gittens, because I think Garnacho is a huge threat. So I think Gittens is going to start in that left wing position, and that is my predicted lineup. Now, talking about the predicted score, this is going to be a difficult game. As I mentioned, in the last 5 games that we have played against Brentford, we have managed to win only one single match. So this is not going to be a walkover as we would expect, because obviously Chelsea is a big club, Brentford is a mid-table club. It's going to be difficult. So I expect a 1-0 win, a hard-fought win, especially coming from the international duty. So I expect Chelsea to struggle and still get the win, get the 3 points, and take that home. Now, give me your thoughts about my lineup. Tell me your predicted score down there. And by the way, I have tried to improve a few things with thumbnail. Tell me how you like them right now, because now we are building a beautiful community of Chelsea fans here on this particular channel. So come on, you Blues. See you in the next one.